I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. I am Beautiful Hustler, and guys, I know it's been a little minute since I posted any updated videos, but I am super busy trying to run my shop, be a mom, and handle personal things. But however, I am back today to show you guys how I created the hair color for my birthday look. My birthday was on Thursday, March 14th, and I actually did my hair the day of my birthday, so it's gonna be a couple of days, and I just want to show you guys how I created this lime green color, and also how I did my roots, the like purplish grayish roots using titanium. So for starters, I just went ahead and got me some hot water from my sink, and I probably boiled it for just about, well, let it heat up for at least about 3 minutes. And I just went ahead and took my 613 bundles and I wet them previously to actually doing the water dye method. So you guys will see me take the bundle off camera. I went and wet the bundles at the sink, and I'm just going to take one bottle for each bundle of that lime green and pour into that pot and just dip their hair in there. This process should really be no more than 20 to 30 minutes, you know, depending on how many times you want to dip in color, and then the whole washing and conditioning the hair out. But however, I did go ahead and put one bottle in that pot for each bundle that I did. So I did use a total about 3 to 4 of the Limelight greens, and I did use one bottle of the titanium for the roots. So this is the Kiss Temptation Limelight color. So as you guys will see in this second bundle, I'm showing exactly what I did. I just went ahead and poured that color in there. I took a comb and just mixed it all around. And once again, like I said before, I take the bundle and I pre-wet it, and then I go ahead and begin to dip their hair in and out of that water. I know you guys probably like, oh my God, this water is hot as hell, and she just sticking her hands in there. Honestly, guys, I'm just used to it. I burn myself so much doing hair that the heat doesn't even bother me that much anymore. But I am just going to go ahead and continue to dip those bundles in and out, in and out, in and out, until I feel like I reach my desired look or tone. And the reason why I say it's important that you use one bottle of color for each bundle is because you want the color to be even. Now, if you ever water dye hair before, you may notice that after you dip one bundle, the water gets lighter after you use the bundle. So if you was to try to dip another bundle in that same water, it would not come out the same. It will actually come out way lighter. But moving along, now it's time to do the frontal. I'm showing you guys basically how the frontal looked before I went ahead and dipped it. Like I said, it is 613. And some people may be concerned about if the water dye method will stain the lace. No, it does not stain the lace. I pretty much watercolor all of my hairdos that I do with bright, vibrant colors, and staining the lace never became a problem for me. But however, for my frontal, I am going to do a ombre look. So I'm going to show you how I water dye ombre. Now, if you notice, I did not dip the whole frontal in the water. I'm only dipping it down until about maybe an inch away from the back of that frontal. Now I'm just going to continue to go up and down until I get the desired lime green color that I want. And then once I get that color, I'm going to go ahead and pour that lime green water out. I'm going to wash that pot out, and then I'm going to come back with some clean fresh water and take just a little bit of that titanium dye, and I'm not even going to use the whole bottle of that titanium. I'm just going to pour like not even half of that bottle. I would say like a quarter of that dye into that pot, and I'm just going to go ahead and mix that water around because I did want the roots of my frontal to be like a grayish color. So once I get that all mixed up, I'm going to take that same frontal, and wherever you don't see the lime green, I'm just going to go ahead and dip that part only into the water until I get it, you know, how I want it to be. So basically, I'm just going to take my hands and just continue to dip that lace. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better in this clip, but I am going to just take my hands, as you see, and just you know, play with the lace, dip it in there, taking my comb, making sure I push all the blonde pieces down into that, because you know, you want to take your time. It's an easy method, but you still want to make sure that the color is saturated really, really good on your lace unit. So here I'm just showing you like how it is kind of gray, but then I noticed that I did miss some spots, so I did go back and add a little more titanium to that water. I mixed it in once again before I put that lace in there, and then once I dip that lace frontal back in there, I'm going to focus more on the parts where it is still blonde. So once again, I'm just going to push that back in there, you know, use my fingers to get that color everywhere it needs to be. Now, some people may be concerned like, oh, but what happens if the frontal fall in? Would it mess up the green? No, it would not mess up the green, and it would not mess the green up because the gray is way lighter than that lime green. So that the color of that gray cannot, how can I say this? It cannot like stain on top of the green, because the green is obviously like a darker, brighter color than that gray. So in this, well, I don't know if I showed the clip, but I did end up dipping the whole frontal in the water, and it did not do anything to that green at all because the color is very, very light. But this is basically how it looks once you are finished. There we go. There's the clip. So this right here is me dipping that whole entire frontal in that titanium water, and as you can see, nothing, absolutely nothing is happening to the green. But this is the finishing look of how it, oh my god, that is so pretty, how it looked after I finished doing the roots. So once again, this was just a quick, simple, easy video to show you guys how you can ombre water dye your hair if you want to. You just take your main color and you do that first, and then if the roots is lighter, you just do that part last. But here is the finishing look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I just want you guys to go ahead and stay tuned for part 2, which is me actually installing my hair. And I will attach some pictures and a little video of what my hair actually looked like after I installed it. But do stay tuned for part 2, because I will show you how I installed it. Oh, also, by the way, I forgot to mention, I did go ahead and create this frontal wig off camera, and I did not make a video on me creating this wig, but this is 3 bundles in a frontal, and that's basically what the wig looks like before I installed it. And this is what my hair looked like after I made that wig and installed it. But stay tuned for part 2 so you can see how I actually did the install. Thank you.